I get it. You've been scrolling through a dozen 17-inch laptops, trying to figure out whether any of them can actually keep up with your coursework, a few side hustle gigs, and the occasional gaming night without breaking the bank. You're probably thinking, do I really need a monster screen for a student laptop? And what if I end up spending money on something that can't handle the games I like? Those are the exact doubts I hear from friends who are balancing tight budgets with the need for a reliable workhorse. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. So let's break down the HP 17.3-inch model that's being marketed to business students but also pitched as a gaming-capable machine. First off, the size. A 17.3-inch FHD IPS panel is a rarity in the laptop world these days, and it actually changes how you juggle multiple windows. When I opened a spreadsheet, a PDF of lecture notes, and a browser tab with research articles side by side, the extra real estate meant I could see everything without constantly alt-tabbing. The anti-glare coating is a plus for late-night study sessions in dorm rooms where you can't control the lighting. However, the panel only pushes about 250 nits, so it's not ideal if you plan to use it outdoors or in bright coffee shops. The screen will look washed out under strong sunlight. Performance-wise, the heart of the machine is the AMD Ryzen 57430U. It's a 6-core, 12-thread processor that comfortably handles day-to-day tasks like compiling code, running virtual machines, and editing 1080p video. The real surprise is the 64 GB of RAM. Most students never need that much, but it does future-proof the laptop for heavier multitasking. Paired with a 1TB SSD, boot times are practically instantaneous, and loading large project files feels snappy. When you fire up a game like Counter-Strike, Global Offensive or Rocket League, the integrated Radeon graphics keep a steady 60 frames per second at medium settings. That's enough for a casual competitive edge, but don't expect smooth 144 frames per second in newer AAA titles. The GPU will start to throttle after about 30 minutes of sustained load. I noticed the fan kicking up a low hum during those sessions. Nothing obnoxious, but it does become noticeable if you're trying to record a voice chat without a separate mic. Now, the extras that actually saved a few of my classmates from buying separate peripherals. HP bundles a lifetime license for Microsoft Office and ships with Windows 11 Pro pre-installed, which is a solid time saver for anyone who needs Word, Excel, or PowerPoint for class assignments. The external CD/DVD drive is another nostalgic but practical inclusion. A few of my friends still rely on disk-based software for specialized engineering tools, and having that drive built into the box means they don't have to buy an external USB unit. Battery life is where the laptop shows its trade-off. With a 17-inch screen and a power-hungry CPU, you'll get roughly 4 to 5 hours of mixed usage before you need to plug in enough for a couple of lectures but not a full day on the go. If you value portability above all else, this is a red flag. The chassis weighs close to 3 kilograms, so it feels more like a desktop replacement you carry rather than a backpack-friendly notebook. Who should actually consider this HP? If you're a business or engineering student who spends long hours pulling up spreadsheets, CAD files, and research PDFs, the large screen and abundant RAM make it a genuine productivity boost. It also works well for creators who dabble in video editing at 1080p, because the SSD and CPU handle the render queue without hiccups. Gamers who are satisfied with esports titles or older games at medium settings will find the integrated graphics sufficient, especially if you don't mind the occasional fan spin. And if you still need a DVD drive for legacy software, this model eliminates the need for a separate accessory. On the flip side, hardcore gamers who demand high refresh rates, ray tracing, or smooth performance in graphically intensive releases should look elsewhere. The lack of a dedicated GPU means you'll hit a wall with titles like Cyberpunk 2077 or Elden Ring even at low settings. Likewise, digital nomads who travel daily will find the weight and modest battery life cumbersome. If you were hoping to replace a full desktop with a single laptop, remember that a comparable desktop built with a Ryzen 5 CPU, a mid-range GPU, and a 24-inch monitor will often deliver better gaming performance for a lower price, plus you can upgrade components over time. Bottom line, the HP 17.3-inch laptop offers a genuinely spacious workspace, generous memory, and a solid SSD that together make multitasking a breeze for students and light gamers. Its built-in Office suite and DVD drive add convenience you won't see on many competing models. But the trade-offs: average brightness, a fan that becomes audible under load, limited gaming horsepower, short battery life, and a heft that